Now, today's guests are no strangers to the Loose Women studio after joining Christine and Olivia for Loose Women and Men back in September. But how will they fare with us four? We are about to find out. It's always a pleasure to see them. Please welcome Sam Thompson and Pete Wicks. Hello, boys.
Hello.
Nadia and I were just saying that we remember meeting you in 2020 on a show called The Circle. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
You guys picked?
No, we didn't. We should have.
Yeah.
You nearly won it, though, didn't you?
We did. Came second, didn't we?
Yeah.
I can't
Because,
remember.
of course, I knew you from Towie, but I remember watching you two on the screen and saying to Kate, oh, God, why is he so horrible to him?
But now you've spent time with him, you know.
I know, I fully understand.
Yeah,
but I remember
yeah.
being so shocked about that, but it's just the most extreme bants, isn't it?
Yeah.
Between you two.
Living with each other for a week was one of the best moments of my life.
And the worst of mine.
Pete, by the way, an incredible chef. Very good potato smiley.
Really? Very good.
Have you ever seen the film The Odd Couple?
Yeah,
No.
that is pretty much, yeah.
You are Jack Lemmon and you are Walter Matthau.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I mean, I think it's worse for me than it is for you.
And I think you're brilliant. I think you're genius at your bants. But I often wonder, like, if you're going through something really tough, would you ring a different friend, or can you also...
Nope.
Can you be, like, deep and sad with each other as well, or...?
Go on, mate.
You take this away, Sam.
I call Pete before I call anyone else, which I'm not even saying that for the O's. It's actually just genuinely true. For any advice, anything I'm going through, I've cried down the phone to him many a time this year, big guy. And just, like, he's always got the best advice for me, always. And I know that even if I was on the other side of the world and I needed help, I know that he'd be the first... If I need bailing out, he would be the first person to be there for
So
me.
the obvious
that
question
doesn't
now
surprise
is,
me.
would he be your first call
I
if
would.
you were in a similar situation? I asked him.
I'd think about it, and then I'd call someone else. No, he would. Like, you know, that's the beautiful thing about Sam and I, is we take the mick out of each other all the time, but we're not really, like, best friends. We've become family, really. He's like my brother.
Yeah, it's
and
nice.
it's a kind of a love-hate relationship. He loves me, I hate him, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
It's kind of a sign of how cool you are with each other, isn't it? By how vile you can be to each other sometimes.
Honest.
Yeah.
Honest, because not everyone's happy all the time.
We've only had
You go
one
through-
major argument in our lives. Only had one.
What was it?
It was... we
Nearly
were
killed
white.
Pete.
Yeah, he tried to decapitate me.
No, that's fair enough for you to be cross.
So I feel like it was fair. We were white
But
rafting in Colorado.
it's funny, because I've never met you, so and you strike me as somebody... You're quite similar to me. You're quite hard to read. You hold yourself... But you're very... When you know people, you're very loyal to them, etc., etc. And actually, it's somebody with a bit of Labrador energy that breaks through it.
Yeah,
Would you say that?
Yeah, definitely. I think all of my strong points are probably Sam's weaknesses and vice versa. And to be perfectly honest with you, in the 8 years that I've known him, he's made me a better person.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Oh, God.
That's the worst thing I could have said now.
Furiously on my fidget spinner now, going, wow!
That's going to be the next episode of the podcast, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, of course, your podcast, Staying Relevant, is hugely successful. I mean, you sold out the O2, which is phenomenal, and now we have a book.
Look at that.
There you go. Staying Relevant is the book. What can we expect from this?
So, I mean, Sam and I have done every form of content you could possibly imagine together as part of Staying Relevant. We've got a production company that does all the, you know, everything. Our podcast, we've done the shows, we've done everything. This is just a different type of content, and it gives us an opportunity to explain some of our stories in a bit more detail. Because the podcasts are only kind of 40, 50 minutes long, but we can actually get into the kind of depths of it. But there's some serious bits in there. Our ideas on what kind of our careers have been so far, if you can call it a career. You know,
Did you write it
It's a
together
career.
then, or you do your separate bits?
we did bits together, and then I decided we should do it separately.
Not the audio book, though.
The audio book was a struggle, let me tell you.
That was the best bit. We literally were locked in a room and just stared in each other's eyes for about 8 hours whilst talking into the mic. It was amazing.
And whose idea was it to actually write a book?
The idea was Pete's. Pete's obviously written a book before, Sunday Times bestseller, and he knows all about that kind of stuff. And so he was like, I really think that this would be something that we would enjoy. And he was completely right. So Pete actually wrote the skeleton of this, and then I added in whatever it is that I have.
It's a bit like your relationship.
Yeah, it's kind of.
isn't
It basically is really. Yeah.
Great.
I do all the
that.
boring stuff, and then Sam is like the face and the magic.
Yeah.
And have you? And what are you've got 4 tattoos, right? That you share.
Probably actually do.
Well, you
My
don't-
God,
they-
what 4?
Yeah, this is starting to get embarrassing now.
Yes, I think it is a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm also intrigued.
And where are they?
Well, Pete can't probably show you his because they're down his sort of like. Well, maybe you can. I don't know. If you scream loud enough, you know. Who wants Pete to take his trousers down?
Show us your tat.
Oh, I was wonder where you were going with that. Yeah, so the first tattoo we got years ago, we've actually got each other's faces.
Oh, wow.
As you can see, I'll just be the example. That's Pete Wicks there.
Right.
He's wearing
Oh, was
his
this done
famous
like-
Trilby hat.
Looks like Johnny Depp.
Was
Johnny
it?
Depp,
It
I'm
does.
thinking
Was it done like a joke? Let's or was it meaningful?
No, that was done as a joke, and then I've now got like a staying relevant nib.
Yeah, and then we've got
got-
the O2 up there, which is real nice. So that's
Yeah.
obviously we shared that moment
And
together.
did you do that at the O2 or after?
To the day before we did it, yeah, and then we actually recently just went to Vegas. We got Vegas baby up there.
Are you going to have loose women done on the way
Hey,
out?
if you want us to,
Scream loud enough.
Yeah.
scream loud enough, we'll get it.
At this point, it doesn't really matter with me. I'm just like a mouldy bit of broccoli.
We see, go back, we see Pete's, Sam's Labrador energy. A lot of people look at property websites. I'm always looking at dog rescue websites. It warms my heart. And who keeps popping up? Every time I see a dog, next to it is Pete Wicks.
Yeah.
And I'm
It's not
thinking...
the first time that's been said.
And I was thinking... And I was thinking, does Pete actually... Do you, like, come with the dog?
Yeah.
If I,
Just for
if
the
I
first
adopt
week.
The, if I adopt the dog...
Yeah, I'll
do you-
just help them settle in.
But what do dogs mean to you?
Oh, listen, I prefer dogs to people. I always have. It's the only time I feel completely safe, content and happy. They don't judge you. Whatever love you give them, they give back tenfold. And I just think that's so special. It's the only kind of example of unconditional love that you can really feel, or I've ever really felt. So, yeah, I'm obsessed with them. I just think they're amazing.
I'd just like to say woof woof.
Nice. I see what you did there.
Christmas. Are we spending Christmas together?
Well, this is a point of contention, to be honest with
But
you.
it's not really, we're not.
Well, no. It's basically Pete, like, surprise, surprise, Pete hates Christmas. And it's my favourite time of year. For the past 3 Christmases, me and my mother have actually called Pete and invited him down for Christmas. He doesn't answer on Christmas Day. Yeah, you have to catch him on Boxing Day. That's when he picks up the phone. But one day, I think me and my mum will get Pete down for mince pie.
Do you just not like it, Pete?
No, I've never been a big fan of Christmas, so I normally spend Christmas on my own with the dogs.
Oh, lovely.
But everyone goes, through choice. It's just a lot of fuss,
I
isn't
think
it?
Christmas should be more about us just doing what we really want.
If I could hibernate all the way
if you're not
through it,
religious. Me too.
then I would do.
Me
You
too.
should just pop over his house uninvited.
Oh, no, I've tried before.
He doesn't know where I live.
Well, actually, I do now.
I won't give him my address. What?
I do now.
And on that cliffhanger, listen, it's great to have you here, as
thanks,
always. Sam and Pete.
Who's ready?